Radio Bypass, bringing you rock and roll music that deserves to be heard. Discover new bands. Here's some old favorites on Radio Bypass.
Hey guys, today I'm happy to have some returning guests to the show, a band that I absolutely love, and after a couple of years absence from being on Radio Bypass, I'm really happy to have the return of Ryan Jones and Eric Fraser from the band Corvus Lore, who have a great new single out, and I'm sure more to come. How you doing, guys?
Great.
Doing great. Thanks for having us back.
Great to see you again.
Good to see you guys as well. Last time you were here, I believe, I was trying to remember for sure, but I know we had a couple of singles out, and I know Lucida was either just coming out or maybe had just come out the last time we were together. So I thought that'd be a good place to pick up because we haven't talked after that. How'd that record do for you guys?
Yeah, it's been a minute. I think it was probably right before, it was probably Blind and Broken, which was the last single that we dropped off of Lucida before we dropped the rest of the album. So I'm guessing that's probably when it was. But yeah, Lucida's been great. Been very well received. The album, in my personal opinion, has just exceeded my expectations, just from a creative standpoint, production standpoint, everything from top to bottom. The album's just been awesome. Been very, as I mentioned, very well received in the community, and very grateful for everybody that's been supporting it.
Awesome. Well, good. I'm glad that record worked out well for you. Sorry, I'm a little bit technically challenged here, so I also forgot to turn off the ringer on my phone, so I'm doing that while we're talking here. Well, good. I'm glad that record did well for you guys. And now you have a brand new single accompanied by a brand new video for Feather Me Through. So tell us about Feather Me Through, the latest track.
Eric, you want to take that one, or you want me to take that one?
I mean, you can finish for it where I leave, but yeah, the tracks, that particular song came to the band, I want to say more than 3 or 4 years ago, and it's had a few different permutations. Like, we've played it live a couple of times, but when it came time to really take another look at it in terms of committing it to a record and a recording, I think Ryan just had some divine intervention and ultimately was hit with just I think a better direction in terms of like the chorus and other pieces, and it really just kind of locked in better. And from a thematic standpoint, it's pretty heavy, but from a production standpoint, man, it really got some spit and polish from Tim Narducci, who's our record producer, and I think he gave it like an immediacy and an impact to it, and to me it just sounds completely different than anything that we did on Lucida, and I'm hoping that it just signals like a direction that we're going to be taking in the third album in terms of like trying to do different things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely, the song itself, as Eric mentioned, it's gone through quite the evolution. It's been around for at least 4+ years, and yeah, for whatever reason, it's like a stray dog. You feed it once, it never goes away. It just was one of those songs that there was something to it, but just wasn't quite landing right. And when it came to started to stack up the songs of what we're going to do for the album, that one came to the surface again. And yeah, it just, through the creative process, we just ended up taking in a direction that we really never anticipated, and we're really happy with where it landed. It's pretty powerful song. It shows the band off, I think, at all levels, with Joe's doing on the drums is incredible, and Eric has got really super creative guitar solo in that song.
Yes,
very unique and different, and just it's just a ripping song, but you know, it's also a heavy tune as well. So we're pretty happy with dropping that one as the first single.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great song. I loved it right away. And this time, previous song, I had fallen in love with the drumming in the beginning, and then this song, it was the guitar in the beginning that really caught my ear right away, that I loved. And yeah, it's a great song. And normally, I don't. Most of the time, I end up talking to folks when they put their new stuff out too fast, because I've probably told you this the last time. I don't like to watch videos right away. I like to
Right.
only to the audio, to see how the song hits me emotionally, what it means to me, etc.
Right.
Before I see anybody else's, including the creator's conception of what that song is. So, but in your case, I had enough time that I got to live with the song just audio for enough times. I played it probably, I don't know, 60 times now.
Wow. Awesome.
Wow.
Yes, I've been playing it every day since I got it, and some days more than once, since I knew we were going to get together, because I like to be able to really soak it up. Because with music, I'm sure it's the same for you guys. You listen to it one time, you hear some stuff. Then you listen to it again, you hear something else that you didn't hear the previous time, and on and on. You pick up maybe just a teeny guitar flourish or something. There's always something else you pick up on as you go. So anyway, I did, in your case, get to see the video before talking with you, because I felt comfortable enough now that I know the song well enough that I can go watch your video, which I did, and it's beautiful. And kind of, obviously a lot of thought went into it. So I was thinking you guys should maybe tell us how that all came together too, because it's a great video.
Well, I'm kind of curious, what was your takeaway? How did you absorb the song when you just heard it without seeing the video? What was your takeaway in terms of how you interpreted the song itself? Did you have like, it means this to me? Or I'm always curious about that, because I know, as you and I've connected before, when it comes to songwriting, I always personally don't like to put things right on the nose. I want the listener to be able to absorb it, and in a way to where, like, it means this to me, right? That to me is, if you're able to do that, that's a really cool thing, because that song potentially could stay with that person as a stamp in time for the rest of their life, right? This is what it always meant to me. So I'm always kind of curious, there's really no right or wrong, right? I mean, because we're all walking our own path and our own journey. So I'm kind of curious how you absorbed it.
Yeah, well, for me, and I haven't gone into deep think mode on it. I mostly have just been all about how it sounds as a sonic entity. But just what I have picked up in the lyrics in the video, I've only had one run through on the video side. But what I've picked up, lyrically for me, it's sort of a never give up song for me. It gives me some thoughts of, all right, no matter what's happening, I can make it through life. I can get through this, whatever it is that I'm not in a good place maybe right now. So to me, the word that had popped into my head listening is that for me, it was like a song of hope. That's how it hit me.
That's awesome. That makes me feel really good. It makes me feel really good. It is a song of hope, but also a song that is revealing of a next chapter, a stage in life per se. So yeah. That's for me, what I wrote that song about is the passing of my dad. So it's about my journey going through that, and digesting all that and his journey. And you have to go back, and now that you know that, see if you view it differently. But the journey for me was at the end there, the bluebird and the wishing well was the releasing of my dad and being set free. So it's pretty cool. It's
interesting. See, and to me, again, that was just hope to me. That's what it said to me. I felt hope, because I feel like releasing is hope.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. I mean, so it's I gotta hand it to the
That's
team.
beautiful, though. That's what came to you in relationship to your thoughts about your father.
Yeah, no, but it's like it's a great testament to the team for pulling all that video together to get that message out there like that, and then for you not knowing what it was about, for you to get that takeaway that's a job well done by the team. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, that's makes me feel great.
Yeah, yeah. I think it looks great. And then just the music. Your producer that you mentioned that helped you with this. I mean, sonically, this thing's beautifully done.
Yeah, Tim Narducci is a beast, just flat out. The guy's a wizard. He's just he knows how to sprinkle magic dust over everything and bring it all together. So yeah, he's a force to be reckoned with. Tim is amazing.
And the other thing to note about Tim and his production technique is that it's super authentic and organic. I mean, even if we were to show you like the the amount of tracks that are in there just for the guitars, it's very kind of stripped down, so to speak. Like there's not a whole lot of things happening, and it's being carried by the vocal melody and there's a little bit there just to try to get like the impact happening with the drums. But yeah, Tim he's like our fifth member and definitely understands the band, understands where we want to take things sonically, and we're lucky to have him.
That's good. And it seems that you have a supportive record label in Valley Fire Records as well.
Yeah, no, the guys are great. Tim's great. JJ's great. And then people that are not even on the record, well, part of the record label, but we consider them family. People like Jody, right? She's incredible.
The most awesome people I know.
Yeah. We hear that a lot. We haven't been fortunate enough to meet her in person yet, but it seems that is the resounding truth. Everybody says what you just said, that she's just phenomenal. And I've spoken with her, emails and all that stuff, and she's just flat out amazing. So hope to meet her someday.
Yeah, she's a dynamo too, She works hard.
Yeah.
We see that. Yeah, it's great.
Well, that's cool. So obviously we got the single, and it took you a while to get the song where you wanted it, but you got it there. So do you have more in the works? Are we going to maybe in 2025 still, which would be appropriate, I think, for you to get a record out this year? Because this would be your guys' 10-year anniversary as a band, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I haven't even thought about that. Is it 10 years, Eric?
It is, yeah. We started in 2015.
Yeah,
right. So a decade of
kind
decadence.
of a milestone year,
Maybe that's what the album should be called, Decade of Decadence. No,
I think that's been used before.
Has it?
Probably
is right. Yeah, we actually have most of the album baked. There's a couple more that are coming down the pike. But it's more than 3/4 there. So we've done some recordings where, okay, after we recorded it, like that's gonna not make it, ends up on the editing room floor. But it's very close, and we don't have a date yet for release of the complete album yet. But to your point, we're thinking at least some point this year, definitely. I wouldn't mind releasing another single off of it before we do, if everybody was tolerant of that. Because me personally, I really enjoy the video making process. I think, not only the audio is super important, obviously, but the video, the visual element, I think it's just, it's a critical part in telling the story of the music as well. So it'd be great if we could actually probably pull off another video before we drop off the rest of the album. So still talking about it as a band and a label.
Well, that's what a lot of people do. There's, usually nowadays seems like 3 singles ahead of a record even. So
I don't see us doing 3. 2. I think 2 is a probably good number this time around. We're anxious to drop the whole thing. We really are. We want to get it out there, and we want to, start stacking up shows wherever we can. So we want to get moving on it.
Which is a good segue because I was gonna mention a show. You guys have a gig coming up July 26th. Tell us about that. Where are you playing July 26th?
Yeah, it's going to take place in Redwood City. So you're in California. It's in the northern part of the Bay Area at the Club Fox, which is one of our favorite places to play at.
Awesome.
And we're going to be supporting another Valley of Fire artist, The Devil in California. And there's another opening band as well. So there's three bands on the bill for that night. And all the proceeds are going to a charity, which Ryan's probably better at remembering the name, but it's like Roadies
and Rescues.
Yep.
Do you know what that's all about? Roadies and Rescues? Is it for animal rescue or?
Yeah. About getting the pups into homes.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we're stoked to be part of that show. Club Fox, Redwood City is amazing venue. It's got a very unique setup. Staff is amazing, and we're really stoked to be playing that show with Devil of California. So it's going to be a good one. Everybody's got to come out.
Sorry to butt in there, but it's also going to be the first show that we're doing with our new bass player. So we have a new member named Johan Hill, and he also goes by the stage name Red Cup. And he's
Redwoods or whatever. Perfect.
Yeah, we've been kind of bringing him into the fold like in the past 3 months or so, and just kind of working him into the set list. And man, it's been so fun and energetic, just getting a fresh perspective, getting an outsider's opinion of the songs that you've written to date, and just seeing his enthusiasm. And it's going to be a really fun show. So I invite anybody who wants to check out our band to get your tickets now for Club Fox on July 26th.
Excellent. I wish I could be there, but I will be in Illinois at that point in time. I come back on the 27th.
We'll set up a live video feed from the stage for you. Just tune into that.
Yeah, could you do that and deliver it straight to my phone for me?
Perfect.
And actually, it'll work out great because by the time you guys play, I'll probably be back in my hotel room by then. So that'll work.
With the time difference, yeah.
That's right. Oh, that's cool. Well, anything else to report that we should know since it's been a couple of years that we got together?
No, just again, we're real excited about obviously Feather Me Through, the single itself. It's only been out since July 4th, so it's nice to see it getting some spins on some stations across the nation, and of course you yourself taking the time to review it, share your thoughts on it. Super grateful for that. But yeah, as Eric mentioned, we're breaking in a new band member, Johan Hill. We're excited for him joining the band. He's quite the fire starter in a lot of ways. He's a beast. He's a lot of fun, brings a ton of energy, great guy, very experienced, total pro. And then just finish off that album, and we'll drop it later this year. So we're pretty stoked about that, and just get back out there and playing again.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to hear new music from you guys, and glad that you're continuing to keep it going. Happy 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
At least for you two guys anyway, right?
Yeah.
You've been the constants.
Yeah, and Joe Cloutier, our drummer. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's funny, I never even thought about it until you said it. Now I'm gonna have to think things over now.
Sorry, I didn't mean to, make a rough or anything, but I try to keep every band, especially guys like you that have been here before. I try to remember all these little things, like when did the band begin? Because the first time you were here, you would have given us a history lesson. Because when somebody's new to the show, that's
Sure.
what I always ask. So tell us, how did you come together? How long have you been together? So
Yeah, and you know what, Ralph, I mean, to be together for 10 years, and just now having a lineup change or a band member change, we feel pretty lucky. And so we're excited about this next chapter, and I can't wait for you to hear the rest of the songs on the album.
Do you guys feel like that maybe this album is even more definitively what Corvus Lore is all about than maybe even the last one?
Good question.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's great is we don't get basically committed or tied to any one sound or theme, whatever you want to call it. Whatever songs come forth out of the band from the writing process that we feel good about, that's what we go with. There's definitely nothing about, oh, we want to try to be this or try to be that. It's just like, is it a good song or is it not a good song?
Mm-hmm.
And I see we're still true to what, our fans would call Corvus Lore. So there's definitely, that Corvus Lore vibe that's still there, but there are some interesting twists, I think, with some of these next batch of songs that I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy. So it's nice to see the band continue to push the envelope on the writing side of things. We really strive to try to write songs that, obviously sound familiar, catchy, memorable, but also meaningful to not only to us, but also the listener as well. So we're pretty stoked on it. I think it's going to be quite surprising to a lot of folks. So stay tuned on it.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, that's good. To me, I know the last record, at least I remember a couple of the songs, and I think I mentioned this to you guys then, that I felt you had kind of a 70s vibe and a modern vibe kind of mixed together. And then, and which you guys kind of agree to. And so I remember at that time I was telling a buddy of mine about you guys, and I was saying, yeah, it's kind of like the Rolling Stones meet Soundgarden-ish, maybe, kind of. So it's always hard to describe exactly what somebody sounds like, but I remember that was a descriptor I used. And now that, at least with Feather Me Through, this I feel is just all like, that's why I was asking if you think this might even be more definitive of what Corvus Lore is about. Because I felt like this one is, this song anyway, I felt is more like it's nobody but you guys. Does that make sense? Like I don't feel like it's 70s meets 90s kind of sort of. It's hard to describe even what my brain is thinking, but I just felt like this is more where it's like when I heard the song when I first got it, I was like, wow, this is like Corvus Lore. You know what I mean? Like it sounded more like almost in a way fresher, I guess you could say, kind of, because I didn't really think about anybody else. I just thought about you, if that makes sense.
That's pretty awesome for you to even share or say that, because that just means like, okay, we're carving something out that people would actually recognize as Corvus Lore. I mean, to your point, you always have to, describe, oh yeah, we're like a little bit of this or a little bit of that or anything. Well, wouldn't it be really cool to someday go, yeah, you're a little bit of Corvus Lore and you're a little bit of Rival Sons and you're a little bit of Zeppelin. I mean, if we're actually carving out a sound for ourselves that people will actually recognize, then that job well done. I'll take that all day long. So thanks for saying that.
Do you guys agree with me at all, or is it just my hearing?
I don't know, Eric. What do you think?
I just find it cool that there could be a track that is like an evolution or almost like an identifier of like the encapsulation of a band's purpose, or you know what I mean? And that's kind of sounding like where you were headed with that. And I mean, I would agree with you that if you were to ask, any of us in the band, like what do you guys sound like? And if someone said, power riffs, strong melody, memorable choruses, hopefully, earworms or hooks that stay with you, and that not completely outlandish music, that it's rooted in something that might be familiar, that hopefully you want to listen to more than once. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
But I think to answer your question, yeah, it feels very Corvus Lore to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's, to Eric's point, Corvus Lore music is just everything that Eric described. And this song, Feather Me Through, definitely encapsulates all of that.
Agreed. All right. Well, everybody, got to check out the song now. So we're going to play Feather Me Through. I did play it on the music show before, but we've got to have it in this interview. So if anybody missed that, here's it now. So guys, we've been talking to Ryan Jones and Eric Fraser from Corvus Lore. Check them out. Follow them on social media. Corvus Lore, corvuslore.com is still your website, I'm assuming.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. So corvuslore.com. And guys, great getting together with you again. Glad you could stop by Radio Bypass.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ralph.
You're amazing, man. Thank you for the support. Great to be back.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, guys, here it comes. Check it out. And if you're not blasting this already, and even if you are, blast it a little bit more and rock out with Feather Me Through from Corvus Lore.
Yeah.